Hi, we're out here in the park, Penny, Kai, and me. And I wanted to take a moment to do a little video for some exercises for the foot and the ankle and the wrist, the hand. The past week or so in class, we've been doing some of these things, and I've started to realize how important it is to be able to have good body awareness of these areas and good movement of these areas for the health of everything above it, from your feet, of course, all the way up, especially the knee and the hip, and from your wrist all the way up through the elbow and the shoulder. So the first thing you might think about is just to took my shoe off there and just rub the ankle really good on all sides, the front, the back, on the heel, the back of the foot, all around like that, the bottom of the foot. So it's warmed up. You've got good sensory input into that area. Just like Kai's scratching now, this is a good thing to do. So then think of positions of your foot. I want you to work it like this. Can you be in a neutral position? Roll my leg up so you can see. And I'm just pointing my foot down, straight back, like that. Now, without moving my leg, can I rotate my foot in toward the midline, down away from me, pull it back? So I'm not moving my leg here, I'm just moving my foot at the ankle joint. So it's pulled in toward the midline, I'm moving at the ankle. It's in the middle position, and then you rotate out. Foot's down away from you and in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, those positions. Just work that on each foot and get good at that. You'll benefit from it. Try this one for your wrist. We've been trying these in class, and I've noticed they're really hard for people to do. Here's the way you might think of it. You've got your wrist like this, straight, okay? It's not doing this, and it's not doing this. What it is doing is keeping my knuckles, imagine there's a wall here, and I'm trying to keep my knuckles facing the wall as I move my wrist in and out. So I'm stretching the wrist out, and then I'm pulling in to stretch the wrist like this. So it's kind of this movement. In other words, I'm going out with the wrist, in with the wrist. So I don't know if I'm actually conveying that well, but the idea is that you're not moving your wrist like this. That's a different movement. You're kind of stabilizing the hand and moving your wrists. Outer wrist out, inner wrist in. So if I had my hand open, it would look like this. I could also, before I did that, I could even do a little stimulation of the skin around the wrist like that to wake it up so I could be more aware of it and then have more control over it. So again, wrist out, wrist in. It might seem like such a small thing, but it's the small things that bigger things are built on. Can I just do that simple action? Wrists out, wrists in. And I could also think of it as my middle finger, more or less as an anchor. From the side, it's like this. The outer wrist goes out, inner wrist in. So I'm kind of doing, I can even keep it closer to my body. It's not a big movement, but the ability to do that is important to be able to do. I think you live well without it. You could live even better with the ability to do that. Right? You do it with the fists, and then you work on circles of your wrists after that. So again, that's different from moving my wrists around, my hands around. I'm moving my wrists. It's details that count, right? So play with that, ankles, wrists, and good luck. Namaste.